Hey, out now in stores, The Big Tiny by D. Williams. The book is fantastic. Believe me, go get it. And check out my weird cartoonified DIY tiny house cabin and fort concept book on Amazon.com. Hey, I'm Derek Diedrichson in the backwoods of Vermont, unshaven, been staying up here off grid for a couple days. Getting ready, kind of, one of the first trips for Tiny House Summer Camp 2, where we're building tiny houses, a tree house, bonfire discussion speakers, so many awesome guests. RelaxShacks.com, gonna have the details. But I wanted to show you another cabin we have on the premises where you, the guests, perhaps, that's a combination of the two, could stay for the weekend. Because we do have a couple cabins and a tree house in the property. No, I'm not talking about this giant boulder here in front of us. But as I walk down the trail, this is one of my favorite approaches. Crunch, crunch, crunch. This is a cabin we built or started building at the last workshop when I designed. Going to be in my upcoming book through Story Press. It's only 8 by 8. It was an afterthought. We didn't even plan to build this, but as we got underway on project number 1, this became project number 2 with some materials we had left over. It's tiny and just meant to be kind of a chill spot, seasonal sleeper, reading room in the woods. But let me tell you a couple things about it real quick. This deck here, quote unquote, is made of cedar, Goodridge lumber, one of my favorite places up here. Their lumber's fantastic, family run. They were throwing out this fence piece, which is just huge. It's like 8 by 10 feet. I reinforced the heck out of it underneath, and it became a freebie deck. So the siding here, also donated. It was salvaged. And I want to show you this door. This was a closet, a old neighbor in Connecticut. They were getting rid of it. My father actually picked it up knowing what I do. Painted it, cut out one of the, or 2 of the sections, inset it with some cedar, and Pet Peak. These things are great. It's a dome window for pets. I use them in builds all the time. I've seen people do them on tiny houses, on clubhouses, tree houses. The roofing on one side, metal roofing on the other. Tuftex, Tuftex. Ondura.com, love the stuff. But a further tale on the siding right here. I was speaking at the, the Easton Library, and a woman whose husband had passed away a ways back had all this wood saved. She, I guess, dug what I was doing and asked me if I could make use of it, kind of in tribute to him. He had passed away years prior, gave me a ton of the stuff. All the nails were already pulled, so it was a total score and kind of a cool story behind it. Inside, very simple, cedar floors. A window so as you lie down in a sleeping bag at night, you can see kind of out in the woods. I like I call it the calico effect, all the different kinds of and hues of wood there. A pallet chair I made out of scraps, barn wood. Just some books for reading, some old vintage ones and comic books as well. I had a video review on this thing, I forget the name of it. It's an IKEA little screw into the wall nightstand for putting stuff in. Pretty cool. Just here and there, not really much in this one, just old little yard sale finds, an old Tonka toy. I take stuff back home that kind of doesn't make the cut in terms of things I would keep or things I find, and they end up in the woods of Vermont. Where fitting. This isn't as decked out as it once was, but I just want to give you guys a short video tour. That's a cool little IKEA table. It was like $5 or $6. Just love the bright color. Same with this rug here. These windows found on the side of the road, you can see they're just different sashes. They needed a little bit of TLC, still do. Here's another one we didn't put in just yet. Probably another cabin coming up. Tiny House Summer Camp 2. Plug, plug, plug. It's going to be super fun, and we'll sell it fast. Here's that Tuftex stuff once again. So as you're sitting here, you kind of have this, it's not completely clear, but this view of the woods. A lot of natural light. It is under the canopy of many trees. So in the summer, you do not roast. I know the comments will say, you're going to roast in there, Deke. It's a solar oven. It is not. It was purposely built under the canopy of many, many trees. That's basically it. The secret to keeping my plants so green, they're fake. He's got a green thumb. Made of plastic. A sideways, I never do this because it's not proper, but we just mess with it, in the woods experiment. Sideways window, tire swing in the background. And that's pretty much it. We might build some bunks in here down the road, like a bed on each side, not really sure. Vintage suitcase to store blankets in, things like that. And here's that door on the inside, the simple inset Pet Peak window. And that about wraps it up. Back to your unshaven host, I'm Deke. Thanks for watching. We will see you in future videos, I hope. Subscribe to us, and maybe we'll see you at Tiny House Summer Camp 2. All right, take care.